Okay, Ken, so we're looking at the C500.
Yes, that's our brand new C500. It's a 4K acquisition camera. It's essentially the big brother of the C300 that we announced at the launch event in November.
Yeah. What I've always been looking for Canon to do, because I have a 70, I have an XH81, but you have the new 5D Mark III. That's what I have to get now. I was joking. Now I have to take the 7D, throw that in the trash. And then we see the C300. Is there going to be a 7D Mark I? Is there going to be a 7D Mark II? Or is the 5D Mark III my next evolutionary step?
Well, we never know what's coming next. I mean, obviously what the market...
Someone does.
It's not me.
Okay.
We'll continue to make cameras based on the feedback that we get from people. I mean, the 5D Mark III was the next step in that line, and it's a fantastic camera. It's a still camera. It's one of our best-selling still cameras. We didn't take video away from it because we came out with these. So there's the market of those SLR photographers that are out there, and that lineage that people still want those types of cameras. But you'll see, as far as the DSLR line goes, especially when it comes to video, we didn't, when we came out with these cameras, totally neglect the fact that other people are still looking to that format.
Yeah.
Like that format. We do have the 1DC. Again, it's another cinema camera. But this one, whereas we take the 1DX for comparison, the 1DX is a still camera with video features. The 1DC is a camera in a DSLR style body that was developed for video that has still features.
And I love that. Here's something that can take an independent filmmaker to own a camera and still be able to shoot like 4K. What I was hoping, and I think this is the answer, was that Canon would come out with something that could finally compete with that market. Is that what the C500 is?
Yeah, I mean, we don't like to dictate where the cameras fit in the market. If you take like the DSLRs when they first came out, we made them based on product requests that were specific to the industry at that time. Over time, we listened to what the market wanted, and we continued to develop. This is kind of the culmination of that, where we took all the feedback from this new market for Canon and we turned it into a Cinema EOS series, where it's not just one product such as the C300, it's a whole system including support, service, and this is now our flagship camera with 4K acquisition. It answers a lot of the things that people were asking for when they want to go beyond HD, because in this camera it will both shoot standard HD like the C300 to the cards, but you'll notice that where the C300 has a removable grip on the side of the camera, it now has in its place a fixed brick with 2 monitor outputs and 2 3G SDIs, and that will allow you to go up to 4K resolution that speeds up to 120 frames per second.
What's the price point on this?
Right now we're estimating that it'll be about $30,000.
So at $30,000, are we looking at, what kind of studio is picking up this lens?
We're definitely, I mean, obviously with the camera of this type, and right now with 4K acquisition in general, that infrastructure that you need to actually work with 4K is going to be on the higher end of that market. So we're talking high-end feature films, we're talking high-end episodic TV, places where 4K makes sense and the extra resolution is going to make the difference in their final end product. However, you definitely can see it going down. Schools would be great markets, and so that filmmakers or aspiring filmmakers get their hands on this type of camera. It's an accessible camera for a lot more markets. Part of the thing of not having built in a 4K recorder too, we open the market with, we work with a lot of partner things, so you can select your workflow based on your recorder. So if you're used to one thing, we're not dictating a new workflow, we're using workflows that already exist. So when this camera comes to market, there will already be workflows in place. It won't be that learning curve.
So we're here at your live set. It's kind of showing us the color and the texture of all your devices. This looks like something I'd see on TV, some of the 1-hour episodics I'm working on. When do we start seeing the C500 on NBC, CBS? Is that something you guys are working on?
The I can tell you right now, the C500, because it's still in development, not so much other than the films we have here at NAB, but I can tell you you're already seeing the C300 on sets.
What are some examples?
Can't openly
of course.
Obviously it's, you know, their own thing, but you're probably right now seeing television that's been shot on a C300 on a daily basis.
Film and television was dominated by Panavision film cameras. Then all of a sudden you started seeing in the US more RE and now Red. Is that a market that Canon's interested in?
I think we're interested in what our customers want from us. So obviously these cameras are going to be used in that high-end market market, they're going to be used downstream from the market. So, you know, the sky's the limit.
Canon has had, you know, TV as far as news. They have the broadcast level. I'm just excited about the idea that you're going to see, you know, the next reboot of Batman or something in 2015 shot on a Canon.
One thing I can tell you is we made a big deal when we did the announcement and we call it, you know, an historic event when we did the LA event. And it wasn't just because we were announcing one camera, it's because we were announcing a cinema system.
Right, exactly.
We were announcing a commitment to the cinema industry. So maybe that we're committed to the cinema industry.
You can't say it, but I know in 2015 we're going to start seeing the big budgets coming out with a Canon camera on the back.
Sure, we hope so.
That's what I'm looking for. Thank you so much again. I thought this was great. Thank you. So one thing that Canon wasn't actually able to tell us on camera that I'm allowed to tell you is that the Avengers was shot on Canon cameras, so C300 and some shots of the 5D. So kind of a JD 24/7 exclusive there.